The context of this lesson is distinguishing between the 2-beat weaves and the 3-beat weaves. We'll do these in front of the body as opposed to behind the back. Now, initially when you start, you probably learn how to do these circles. And if you were on my lesson yesterday, which if you haven't done, you can do if you have no experience, you probably did this first, and then maybe you did these crossovers on the side plane. I'm in overhand now, where it's coming over the top to initiate the motion. You then may have learned split time, or maybe not, but if you didn't, you'll need split time for the 3-beat weave. Now, a 2-beat weave looks like this. This is a 2-beat weave where the right hand is on bottom and the left hand is on top. And if you look on just this side of my body, you'll notice the poi hits the bottom of the turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, if you look at the 3-beat weave, you'll notice it hits 3 times on this side of the body, and then it'll hit 3 times on that side of the body. So it would be like this, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then it's on my left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3. Now, I think as a good prerequisite, in order, you should first be able to do split time, and then same time, and split time, and same time, and be able to switch between those. Then you should be able to do the same time crossovers with the left on bottom, and the same time crossovers with the right on bottom. Once you can do those crossovers in same time, you should then learn, in order to get to the 3-beat more easily, you should then learn the 2-beat weave where the right is on bottom, like this, and then the 2-beat weave where the left is on bottom, like this. Now, the next thing that I would encourage people to do is, I'll start with the right hand because you're a lefty, is to do this drill, which is a one-handed drill with each hand, one hand having the poi, but you're going to use the other hand in the motion, just not with the poi spinning, so that you can get accustomed to the feeling of what actually happens. And what's going on with the pattern is you're going over the other arm, under the other arm, and then coming back home. Over, under, home. Over, under, home. So over on the away side, under on the away side, and then back to its own side, which is what home means, right? So over, under, home. Over, under, home. Over, under, home. Let's do 10 and 9, and then close your eyes and see if you can feel this. 8, 7, 6, be nice and relaxed. 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And now wrap up your right poi, and then we're going to do the same thing with the left hand. So you'll practice crossing over, crossing under, and then coming back home. Crossing over, under, home. Away, over, under, home. And over, under, home. We'll do 10 more and 9 more. And again, close your eyes for this and see if you can feel it. 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And then just because you're a lefty, let's do it again with the right hand. But if you're watching and you're right-handed, do it with your weaker hand, which is probably your left hand. And here we go. We'll go over, under, home, over, under, home, over, under, home, over, under, home. We'll do 10 more. Close your eyes. Feel the sensations. 9 more, 8 more, and 7 more, 6 more, last 5, and 4 more, and 3 more, last 2, and here we go, the last one. Come back home. Okay, now to put it together, here's what I recommend. There are many ways you can try to put it together. Initially, what I think works really well is if you, not everybody has seen I Dream of Jeannie, but if you know what I Dream of Jeannie is, cross your arms as if you are Jeannie, and you want to have your poi. I do recommend you shorten your poi slightly so that you won't tangle them as easily. And then with your arms crossed like this, now I have my right arm crossed on top. What happens to create the pattern is you would be spinning like this, the 2 poi in split time on the opposite sides of the body. But that can be a difficult place to start. So you could start from stillness, and then what you want to do is take the bottom hand, spin it, cross it home, and then immediately cross it on top to the other side. And you leave the other hand right where it is. So you've taken the bottom hand, bring it home, cross it over on top. And you could keep it spinning, and then you're going to take the other bottom hand, bring it home, and cross it on top. Now I have these circles in the middle. But if you keep taking the bottom home, crossing it home, on top, cross home, cross it over, cross it home, cross it over, cross it home, cross it over. And if you keep doing that, right, so this is my left going home and over, my right going home and over, my left going home and over, my right going home and over, left, then right, then left, then right. Another way to think about it is if you take the bottom hand and you bring it home and over, as it gets there, imagine that you bang the arm into the other arm, which becomes the cue for when the other arm moves, and then bang the arm, and bang the arm, and bang the arm as the cue to get the arms to move. And then as you start to feel more comfortable with it, you can do it in longer poi. Now, if you're having a really hard time controlling it with these short poi, a lot of people say that it spins too fast, short. I totally understand that. You can try that same thing where the arms are crossed over, in split time, bottom one, home and over. Now, if you got that far, or if you sort of felt it, another way that you can try it with the left hand leading is like this. You're in split time, you cross the left hand to the right side, cross the right hand on top, and then bring the left one back and over, right one back and over, left one back and over, right one back and over. And the trick to remembering and staying in the pattern is that the hand is always on the other side 2 times, waiting for the hand to come over and under it. So you cross and you have to go over and under the other hand, over and under the other hand, over and under the other hand, over and under the other hand. And that is the overhand 3-beat weave. If you want to lead with the right hand, I demonstrated how to lead with the left hand. You could do it with the right hand from this I Dream of Jeannie position, where you take the right hand home, cross over. Take the left hand home, cross over. And you can do this without spinning initially until you get to a place where you're comfortable enough. Okay, I'm going to keep that spinning. Okay, oh, yeah, okay, I can do it, I can do it. Oh, wait, I have these extra circles. Wait, oh, bottom hand home crosses over, bottom hand home crosses over, bottom over, bottom home and over, bottom home and over, and then release to full length. Or you can start it like this, where you are in split time, and you cross the bottom hand, across the right hand on bottom first, then you'll cross the left hand on top, and then you'll bring the right one home and over, then the left one home and over, right one home and over, left one home and over, right one home and over, left one home and over. And for some people, it can help to feel the rhythm of the pattern by swooshing side to side like this. That can really help feel the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right 2, 3. So if you look at me, right 2, 3, left 2, 3, right 2, 3, left 2, 3. Or if you look at me from the back, right 2, 3, left 2, 3, right 2, 3, left 2, 3, right 2, 3, left 2, 3, right 2, 3, left 2, 3. Wrap up your poi, and what we're going to do is just the hand motion. So kind of like shadow boxing, we're going to do a little poi chi, and we'll go slow. We'll start out slow. So cross your right hand to the left side, and imagine you're spinning. So if you look to the left at the circle, it'll look clockwise. If you look to your left, don't look at me, look at your left. The right poi will be spinning clockwise, or at the bottom of the turn, it'll be pushing down and back. And then you're crossing the left hand on top. It will be pushing down and back, or if you look to your right, not at me, it will be going counterclockwise. Then you're going to take your bottom hand, which is your right hand, and as it's coming from the top of the turn, you bring it down to your home side and then cross it over like this on top of the left hand. And then it's still, in theory, spinning this way. Now your left hand, which is pushing down at the back, as it comes over the top, bring it home and cross it over. Then, now they're both doing this. One way to consider this is as your bottom hand comes home to its own side, imagine as it gets to its own side, the two poi grab a wheel, spin the wheel until that hand crosses over the top. Then you switch sides. Then you grab the wheel, spin the wheel, and the left goes over the top. Grab the wheel on the right side, the right goes over the top. Grab the wheel on the left side, the left goes over the top. Grab the wheel on the right side, the right goes over the top. Grab the wheel on the left side and turn it. And grab it on the right side and turn it. Grab it on the left side and turn it. And then gradually start going faster and faster as you are increasingly comfortable with it. And then without unwrapping the poi the whole way, let just a little bit out and then see if you can feel that motion a little bit more, which is extra tough if you have lightweight poi because there's not a lot of pull on your arms happening. So if you have light poi, if you can tie something to it, even just while you're practicing so that you can add more weight to it, that might help you feel it more. But more length might also help you feel it more. It also might make it go wild. So there's that. Cross the right one on bottom, the left one over the top. Then imagine grabbing a wheel on the right side and spinning it counterclockwise, like you're making a left turn. Then the right hand's gonna come over the top, grab the wheel on the left side, and you're gonna go like you're making a right turn, cross the left on top. Then grab it on your right side, making a left turn. Grab it on the left side, like you're making a right turn. You turn this wheel on each side. Turn the wheel, turn the wheel, turn the wheel, turn the wheel, turn the wheel. Over, under, home, over, under, home. So what I tell my students in the beginner class is they should be able to do 3 sets of 50 without hitting themselves, without stopping, and with their eyes closed. So a set of 50, a break. A set of 50, a break, like where you say your phone number backwards or something, where you're just doing this drill. And actually for you, it should be your right hand because that's probably your weaker hand, where you go over, under, home. And if you hit yourself, you restart at set 1, count 1, so that you can get to the point where you have the muscle memory of this over, under, home so well that your body just naturally falls into it. It just naturally does. You probably just don't have enough muscle memory now. I know that you've done both of the 2 beats very successfully. So if you're in split time, cross your right one under and your left one on top, and just feel the motion of that. Your right's on bottom, the left's on top. Right's on bottom, left's on top. Now let's switch it so that your left is on bottom and your right is on top. Left on bottom, right on top. Left on bottom, right on top. Left on bottom, right on top. Now, this time when you cross, just hold it there. Hold it crossed. Now your left is on bottom, your right is on top. Take your left hand and in one motion, I want you to take your left hand from underneath your right one, keep the right one where it is, bring the left one home and go over the top so it's crossed on top of the right one. And then from there, where your right one's on bottom and your left one's on top, take your right hand, bring it home and cross it over the left one. Then from there, take your left one, bring it home, cross it over. Then take your right one, home, cross it over. Your left one, home, cross it over. Your right one, home, cross it over. Your left one, home, cross it over. Your right one, home, cross it over. Left one, home, cross it over. Right one, home, cross it over. Left one, home, cross it over. You just take out those extra spaces in the middle so that you immediately are crossing home. On the left side, keep it, try and bring the poi to the outside of the right poi. Right, so if my right poi is here, I'm moving my arm so that it's on the outside so that I can go over the top. See if that helps you reduce the tangle. So you're here like this, you bring it home on the outside and then cross it over the top. So you want to go wide enough that you can make it happen. And if you looked at me from the back, hopefully you can see it. So I'm like this, my right poi is here. I'm going to cross my left arm on the outside so that the poi hopefully can clear the right poi as it goes over it.